I'm cute though. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. Do me a favor, like, share, and tag, y'all. Let everybody know we're on Bandwidth tonight. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, as I did. We have a lot going on in the world, and we're going to discuss it. Yeah. Y'all like, share, and tag, y'all. Press that subscribe button as well if you have not already. Today is, well, hold on. We got 14,389 podcast downloads.
Wow.
1,755 YouTube channel subscribers. Killing it!
Okay. All right, Bandwidth. That's what's up.
Congratulations, y'all. Y'all killing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. This is episode 135, y'all. Today, we're talking about mental health and mental illness. We have a special guest that we are interviewing. This person is in their doctorate degree.
Yes.
They are currently practicing. It's going to be a surprise, but you need to let everyone know that we're on tonight talking about mental health. It's a very, very serious topic, and I want you to stay tuned because it's something that I think all of us need to be cognizant of. Y'all, how you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
All right, so let's do this. Let's get all the preliminaries out of the way, or the pleasantries. First of all, first giving honor to the guy who's ahead of my life. It is Hood and Holy's birthday today.
Woo! Happy birthday, Hood and Holy.
Chris, congratulations. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I need y'all to go and download. No, not download. I'm sorry. Wrong commercial. Go and purchase the white Hood and Holy shirts. That's what we all have on.
Yes.
You have, I'm trying to figure out why I don't have that one.
Well, I just thought about it
Tell
when
us.
we went live. I said, you don't wear white. So we just said we wanted to get you something because we knew you weren't going to put it on. We just knew, like, you're not good.
But I will wear that one, though.
Would you? Okay.
Well, we'll get you one.
Yeah, I like that
But
one.
we really knew we just going to give him one so he can have it.
Yeah, I
But-
really got you this for decor.
Yeah,
Not,
like-
I didn't think you would wear it.
Because every time we get cold, I want black. That's what you say.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time.
But until
But we're
then,
still going to get you one, though.
please,
Yeah. we'll still get you one.
expeditiously.
Yeah. All right.
Until then, y'all, I need everybody in the studio is wearing white Hood and Holy, y'all, because it is Hood and Holy's birthday, owned by, what you tell them, Chris?
Well, two owners since 3 years ago. So myself and Dr. G.
Yeah, I'm making money, baby.
Yes.
Hadn't seen a dime yet. I hadn't seen a
Well,
dime.
you know, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's all good.
The time is near.
Building.
You build it.
Yeah.
So when's your birthday? Oh, well, how long have you been?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Tell us how you got started.
Well,
Nope, don't care. Hey, just happy birthday is good. It's good. We don't want to hear no story about that. We ain't got time. We don't have time for that.
Keep
Well,
producing.
yeah, you
Yeah.
do your own separate
Thank
video for
y'all.
that.
Thank everybody.
Man,
I
y'all,
thank you.
it's a phenomenal brand.
Yes.
It is.
Thank y'all for buying things and keeping me in business.
Yeah.
I love everybody.
Yeah, we love you
Grateful.
too. Saw your commercials today. Everybody, I was looking on Instagram, and everybody was just posting all this stuff. Workout attire. I even saw swim attire.
I did that a long time ago. I made some swimsuits.
But can you swim?
I will be able to swim in 1 week. I have 1 week left of swim class.
You learning how to swim, dog.
I am learning how to swim. It has been very difficult, and I'm angry
So
at my parents.
how long have you been in swim school?
3 weeks. That's funny. Yeah, everybody laugh. Get your laughs out. Get your laughs out.
How long have you been in swim school?
3 weeks.
3 weeks to learn how to swim.
It's difficult.
Nah,
it is.
No,
Are you just gonna stay quiet?
there's you in it too.
I am.
That's deep. Yeah, that's deep.
I didn't want to bring.
Where's
it
the
to
loyalty?
I'm struggling in the class.
Yeah,
So I don't know
I
if I'm
think-
be able to swim in a
Yeah,
week.
I think we
I might
are all
need
struggling.
another 4 weeks after the next week.
What, dog? It takes
not true.
a day to learn how to swim, man.
I do think it takes a day when you're a child, but I think when you're an adult, and
That makes sense. That makes
You
sense.
know that you
Y'all
can drown.
y'all there fighting the water, ain't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
beating
Don't
it down.
don't fight the water, man.
I've been beating the water down.
Don't. Listen, flow with it, man. Like water. Be water. Just flow with water.
Yeah, I think I may need 4 more weeks too. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all.
Make
It's gonna be a semester before y'all learn how to swim.
Yeah, I think we needed a semester.
It don't take that long. At basic level, 1 week, dog.
1 week.
1 week. And
Well,
basically,
we have been going 2 days out of the week, and I think that may be a thing too. It's not consistent. It's not like we go 4 days in a row. Like we literally go 2 days out of the week, and then I forget about it, and then I gotta go again. Oh, what did we learn?
I hope that I can float.
wow.
Jesus.
All right, man. I wish y'all the best.
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Let's go to commercial.
Can happen in just 24. Dr. Gabe's latest single, 24, is now available on your favorite music streaming platform. Be sure to download and stream today. Let's make 24 go number 1.
Correct now.
All right, y'all. So, Des, well, I'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
Chris, what would you do, man?
All right. So this was what would you do segment is called "The Truth Shall Set Us Free."
Yes, it will.
I'm a 42-year-old man who recently faced one of the most challenging moments of my life. I had to deliver a eulogy for my late wife. She was my second wife, and we were married for 8 years with 1 child. But the marriage wasn't so great. She wasn't a great wife at all. She cheated on me 4 years into the marriage and asked if we could separate without telling our child or our families. I agreed because, hey, it's cheaper to keep her. We went to family events together, but that's it. When her family asked me to speak at her funeral, I hesitated, knowing that I couldn't stand before everyone and lie about our life together. But they forced me. On the day of the funeral, I chose honesty. I shared that while she was a great person, she wasn't a great wife. My words reflected our reality. She was mean, barely cooked, and didn't listen. Her family was furious, and during my speech, her brothers pulled me off the stage and kicked me out of the funeral. I loved her, but I just wanted to tell the truth, my truth. That's what funerals should be about, the truth of a person's life. Now, her family and even my family won't talk to me, and they are asking for a public apology. Should I apologize or simply move on with my life? What would you do?
Nah, man.
You know what?
Nah, man.
At the funeral?
Funerals, listen, y'all.
That wasn't the right time.
People lie all the time at funerals.
No. The 2 places that you lie in or at
I'm just.
are weddings and funerals.
Oh, that is sick.
Man, it's sick. It's true. Absolutely.
Weddings.
They sit there and lie to each other's face.
They sure do.
Jesus.
Remember now, I'm a preacher, so I be sitting there. I be wanting something.
Man.
And funerals. So
That-
so I guess so all jokes aside, that was the wrong time to do that, bro.
That wasn't
That was wrong. Yeah, nah, that wasn't cool.
And that was your wife. It's not like you guys were divorced. I mean, it still wouldn't have been better. But
yeah, that ain't cool, man. You should have just
You should have
bro.
declined.
Yeah,
No.
don't get up there and say nothing.
public apology.
Yeah, go apologize, brother.
Yeah,
Go apologize, man.
Yeah, apologize.
Go apologize, my dog.
And then your kid was in the room. That ain't
Oh
right.
no, that ain't no good
not-
example.
That's not a good
Nah, that
example.
ain't good.
Especially if she was a good wife. I mean, a good mother. He didn't say if she was or not, but
He said good woman.
Yeah,
So you
good
should have
woman.
highlighted good woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all.
Angry. He was.
Yeah, he mad.
Yeah.
He's
All right. It's all right.
thing.
Praying for you, man of God.
Yeah, man, we
I
praying
didn't
for
know
him.
he a man of God.
Yeah, man of God.
Yeah, he is. He just slipped and fell.
Thank you.
Fell
Thank
into
you.
sin,
They all
carnality.
men and
He
women
fell
of God.
into carnality.
Oh, God.
All right, Chris, thank you for what would you do? Let's do this taste test, y'all. Shakira, highlight us. What do we have? I see Skittles in a bottle.
Yes, Skittles in a bottle.
All right.
Drinks based on the 4 Skittles flavors. So we have original, sour,
This looks
wild
so
berry,
good.
and tropical.
I got wild berry, y'all.
What's mine? Wait.
I got
You got sour.
Oh,
Why you
I
get
got
sour?
tropical.
I got sour.
Ew.
Show the people.
Okay.
All right, if you want to get this is what it looks like. Where did you get it at? Get it from, Shakira.
The Kroger's.
You love that store.
Oh,
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 my gosh.
oh,
This bus.
Oh, buddy.
oh,
Yeah, I shouldn't have. Oh, let me.
oh, dog. Hey,
Oh,
I ain't
Lord
had no
Jesus,
juice in a
and to
long
be
time.
This just opened up a door.
Yeah. I ain't
I've been
had
drinking
yeah,
water.
yeah. This opened up a spiritual realm that I ain't gonna be able to come back from.
This some good stuff, y'all. Wow.
My mind. I'm sorry, I can't
well,
say that
yeah,
right
don't
now.
say it. It's
I
all-
can't do that right
No, it was me by the show.
Oh.
I'm glad you
All
caught
right,
yourself.
all
That's
right.
the wisdom. This is good. I want the
now.
red
Hey
one.
man, Yeah, y'all grab it. I ain't gonna do it.
No, I do it.
White, red on white.
Turn, which flavor is it though?
This is
original.
Original.
Oh,
it's original.
I bet that's good.
Hey.
It's too good.
Y'all, this is good.
Y'all go buy this. It's 140 calories, though.
Yeah, man.
So drink
Calorie
one a week.
counters.
One a week.
Think wisely.
Oh, Jesus.
Bad.
This tastes like Kool-Aid.
Y'all ain't had no Kool-Aid in so long. This is
Yeah,
good.
this-
too
hey
good.
man,
This is y'all.
yeah. This hey
They need to sponsor us.
yeah.
I gotta preserve
I ain't
this.
gonna lie to you.
We need to get a sponsorship from this.
This too good.
This is a 10 out of 10. I highly
They'll make a zero
recommend.
sugar one for me.
Got fire.
Someone
We
said, does
always-
it taste like Kool-Aid?
Yes,
Yeah,
it tastes
yeah.
like better than
Yeah, it's
Kool-Aid.
better.
It tastes like
It's better.
Skittles.
Yeah, it's
It tastes
better.
like
It's
Skittles.
good. It's good. Ain't gonna lie
This
to
was
you.
good.
You always trying to make something zero sugar. Ew.
I'm just trying to see.
Hey y'all,
Go get
I
this,
go get
y'all.
these,
Go
man.
get this.
All the brothers, go get it, dog.
Go get this, man.
Hey, if you don't want to drink no liquor,
Hey.
if you don't want to drink no liquor, just get some. Hey, drink a little Kool-Aid, dog. Hey, you in that chilling, you feel me?
Hey, that hit
And
the
if you want
spot.
to
Hey,
drink
it's
the
not fun,
liquor,
man.
mix it up.
Shakira,
Right.
no,
I'm done.
see,
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I was just trying to help the people.
Why?
I was just trying to
I
sell
didn't
it
say
a little
it.
more.
sinner saved by grace.
Oh, thank you, God. Jesus.
I was trying to help the people.
All right, Dad. I'm sorry. Well, since we're on Shakira, first of all, great job.
Shakira.
Good, girl.
Great job.
This
You
was
did
good.
Holler at us with our current events.
Yes. So, hello.
Hi.
Really good.
Let's journey back to this summer when Drake and Kendrick Lamar reignited their feud. So bad news for them, great news for fans who received hit after hit throughout the summer and throughout the feud. Today, Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, is the top rap song, dethroning Old Town Road by Lil Nas X.
Stop it.
Yes,
Wow.
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 Yeah.
officially
Yeah.
this week.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Kendrick, man.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
A diss
Yeah.
record?
Yeah. That's cold blooded, man.
That's cold.
It gotta be his time, dog.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah. Kendrick Lamar is like,
Yeah, that's
he that
dope.
guy though.
Yeah, that's dope.
I love him.
All right, Shakira, thank you for that. You're good.
I'm good.
All right. All right, yeah, let's do this. Pause.
Yes, what's happening?
Yeah, what we got going on in the studio and all this, man. We got balloons everywhere, y'all.
It's a celebration.
Yes.
Something major.
Yes.
You drop
Press
the
a button.
bomb.
Yeah, drop the bomb.
Yeah, give us a
No. I need to know what this is before I do that.
This is crazy.
What is this?
We are celebrating 10 phenomenal years of senior leadership of the Dr. Gabriel Allen Powell.
amen.
Yes.
It's worthy of a bomb
Yes,
or a clap
bomb.
or something. You
How
see
did
the
do a
10?
bomb?
Because y'all, this is old now. I'm 10 years. All right, great.
It's not old.
It's not old.
We just celebrated again this past Sunday.
And we're
It's
going to
not
celebrate the next
old.
Sunday. And the next one, and the next one,
Yeah,
and the next
we're
one.
going time to move on.
Congratulations.
Move on.
Did
All
you
right,
see
man.
the pictures?
Yeah, I see them. They got pictures of my entire 10th year of ministry
Yay.
on the ceiling and things like that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. No cap, I appreciate y'all. You feel me?
Yes,
We're so happy
congratulations.
for you.
Yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about ministry. I love pastoring. I love preaching. I love people. I love it, man. It's all good.
And we can tell. You love
Yeah,
it.
you love it.
You
Yeah.
love it. You give 100%,
We're thankful.
150%.
I do. I listen. I don't have no horror stories. People, people are people, but I ain't gonna sit here and complain because it's more great things than
Yeah.
there are bad. So, man, I love it.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Real hand claps.
Yes.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, I have to say this. Encounter would not be what it is without you all and people that are not here, staff and membership and elders. Shouts out to all of them, ministers and deacons. They take care of those people. Musicians. We have a brand new group of musicians, y'all, and they are phenomenal.
Yeah.
They like rock stars. You
Oh,
feel me?
yes.
You know. All of them had on fatigue Sunday. I was like, but we about to go to wall. We go on the wall.
Love to go to war.
You know. So I appreciate every person that's been with me. I don't care if it's a month to 10 years. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Des, holler at us with It Is Questionable.
Okay, it's time to dive into It's Questionable, the segment which explores the latest headlining news. Well,
Yeah, let's hear about this.
yesterday, Dr. Gabriel Powell made headlines for a clip that resurfaced on social media. In the clip, he expressed that men have the right to hold on to their most valuable possession until marriage, money, the same way that women have the right to hold on to their most valuable possession until marriage, their body. While many were in agreement with the clip, some stated that it was inappropriate for the pulpit. The 56-year-old Christian influencer that posted the clip, Lexi Allen, said that it was bad teaching.
How old?
She 56.
Dang!
Yeah.
Golly! Whoa, mama!
Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
All right.
Would have
She
never guessed.
said that mics must have been on sale on Amazon. Congregants of Dr. Gabe's church quickly came to his defense after insults were brought to their attention, and the first thing most had to say was, "That was not very godly of you." Do you think because people are Christian, they don't have the right to clap back or defend their leader, or is this questionable? Should Christians always turn the other cheek? No.
You answered your own question?
That was my answer.
What y'all think, man? Chris, talk to me. Holla at me.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. I think that social media is here. We see everyday people, they defend their mothers, their fathers, their friends, their cousins, their sisters and brothers. I mean, we see people defending people all the time. I think people think because it's the church, we just have to sit down and take it. Like, no, God wouldn't be pleased. Listen, you're talking about someone that takes care of the ministry. They preach and teach to us day in and day out. They care about our lives, our spiritual lives, our character. And you think that people are not going to say, who are you talking about? We're not going to come to this person's defense. It's BS. So no, I don't agree that people should not say anything because they're Christians. Because guess what? I'm a Christian, and if you say something about my family, I'm going to do the same thing. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't agree, and I think that Encounter Atlanta held it down.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. You know, I love my pastor. I love my church. And when you talk about people and things that people love, people should be able to speak up. You can't silence the Christian.
Yeah.
Because we are Christians. That's crazy, you know? And I think people aren't used to people defending pastors. There's such a wave right now of people, you know, speaking negatively about pastors that people, they're not used to that. So that's a shocker, number one, that we were defending our pastor. And number two, I think that people just, you know, they've never seen anything like that, because the wave is, you know, crucify the pulpit. That's the wave, you know? So that's what I got to say.
Yeah. And even outside of Pastor being my pastor, he's someone I value as a person. You know, this is someone's child too, someone's brother, someone's nephew. Like, you don't get to just say what you want to say and then say, well, you a Christian, you shouldn't have said nothing. Well, he might not be able to say anything, but I got something to say.
Your comment got about 100 likes and 56 responses and
What did you say?
a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't the right person to
This woman of God, you know, she went in. But
yeah, people are crazy, and I'm not turning the other cheek, because it's unfair to sit and talk about people, ridicule them on social platforms, all because you think you could just say what you want and do what you want. That day is over.
yeah, it's over.
So, what does the word say about it, though?
Let me pull out my phone, because last night I was all in the word looking, is this godly Jesus? Did we do the right thing? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was convicted about some things. I did go back and delete a few comments. I'm not going to lie. Let me just be honest. But I did keep a few too, because, you know, you do want to represent well. But let me I woke up this morning, is this godly?
Yeah, the people had me feeling the way. I said, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Then I said, never mind.
Yeah, you
took
kept
it
your
back.
stance. You kept your stance.
But I'm asking though. What does the word say
I
about?
do think it's godly to defend the faith. That's what we were doing.
But it's not.
Listen, all right.
Was
I'ma
it
get
defending?
scripture.
Was it defending the faith or defending me and what I said. So I guess what I'm saying is, were you defending the gospel or were you defending a person by way of word insult?
I think both.
Yeah.
You were preaching the gospel.
Sure.
That was the truth. It was the gospel. I mean, I think it was both. So we're defending the word of God and we're defending the leader. I found Philippians 1:7, 1 Thessalonians 5:12 and 13. Respect those who labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and esteem them very highly in love because of their work. I found Timothy 5:19. Do not admit a charge against an elder except on the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. I found Hebrews 13:17. Obey your leaders and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over your soul.
But I'm not their leader, though. I'm not Lexi's leader.
Yeah, Philippians 1:7 refers to defending the gospel. And wow, yeah, okay. Now let me get some more, because you're not their leader, but you are our leader. So what I'm saying is what we did,
but what would
not what they did.
Sure.
So what we did was protect our leader.
Sure. And when and what does Jesus say about that? About word insults. Remember, he says turn the other cheek, but he wasn't saying be passive, and he was not saying do not stand up for don't stand up for injustices. He's not being weak, but he is specifically talking about word insults. He wasn't saying take a hit. He's saying word insults. So people insulted me with words, and so Jesus would tell me, because it's only words, then turn that other cheek. He wouldn't say if Lexi walked up and slapped me or hit me or tried to shoot me or kill me, just stand there and take it. No, that's not what Jesus is saying. Lexi called me a clown. I'm not a clown. So I can ignore that.
You can.
But
Okay, no, we are. No, that's good.
I didn't have the spirit of fear. That's what that was.
But you're right. And then
Courageous.
what Matthew 12:36 talks about, Jesus warns that people will be held accountable for every careless word they speak. So you're okay. So
right,
you're saying that it's not
every text you're saying, you're still is not justifying us
yeah.
using words to defend it. Some things God will take care of himself.
That's
Others, other things we have to. It doesn't apply to this situation.
Yeah.
So this was not an injustice. This was nothing more than a word insult. And the people in the comments, some believers, some unbelievers, they have a right to disagree with what I said. Now, everybody's saying a clip and so forth, blah, 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 blah. Who cares about that? No one is posting I think it's also, Brandy, check this out. I think it's asinine to say, you need to post the entire clip for context. The social media platform doesn't allow you to post the entire clip.
30 seconds. You only really get 15 seconds.
If you want to direct the person to see the entire, but the world of social media is not. We have to kind of be okay with the fact that the world of social media is not for context. So stop telling people to go and watch the whole video or telling people we need, like I saw a post from someone telling media teams to be careful about ABC. Let's be very clear. I approve that video. I approve that video because that point is what I love about by the way, I ain't gonna say that because that'll stir up something. But I do send a lot of my videos to a particular person and I get their opinion about it. Watch this, theologically.
Yeah.
And when they say, all right, Gabe, yeah, that's good. I like your hermeneutic and your ability to take that hermeneutic and make it culturally relevant. That's what that clip was. I said that to say, I think we need to stop kind of saying context and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Social media is not for context. When I post a status, I don't have to give you context.
Yeah.
When I post a video, I don't have to give you context. I can give you whatever I think is inspiring, encouraging, or entertaining to get you to inquire about, or hear me, y'all. This is what I love about what Lexi did. And this is what I love about the conversation. I don't post for agreement. Social media is not for agreement. Social media is for engagement.
Yeah.
So when you I think we need to all come down a little bit and stop taking this so seriously. Hear me, when you disagree and argue, social media is like, yes, social media was not created for information. Watch this, for true information or for context. Social media, every platform was created for engagement.
That's good.
That's it.
That's all this is about. So we need to come down a little bit and enjoy the ignorance of people.
Yes.
And also enjoy the intelligence of people.
Yes.
Ignorant people will take it and run with it and not have the time or the wherewithal to go and investigate the totality of the message. Intellectual people will, or people who have a little common sense will say, oh no, I totally understand what he was saying. I'm pretty sure. Let me go and investigate it if I do have the time. So I think, y'all, we have to go back to it. As believers, this is a good lesson. Should I insult you back when the word clearly tells me not to do it?
Help today.
Or you could do this, Des. Instead of going back and forth with insults, you can say things like this. Do this. Hey, I just tagged the entire service or sermon. Go and check it out. And just engage with questions. But to get so personal, get this. Here's one off of people who 99 of them Negroes wouldn't ever run up in my face and say that.
Ever.
That's only so I love it outside of that, because 4209 Northeast Expressway, Doraville, Georgia. I work here every single day and I live in Gwinnett. You ain't about to find me and run up on me like that. So with that being said, say what you will.
Say what you will. Say what you will. Hello.
Lexi too.
Yeah.
Say what you will. I appreciate it. It's all good. But we have to go back to scripture. And this is the problem, y'all. This is why the church gets far from the things of God, because we think that just because it hurts our feelings or it offends us, that we are not obligated to obey the scriptures. Jesus tells us to turn the other cheek, not allow people to bully us and beat us up and abuse us. But we talking about all niggas just talking junk on social media. That's it.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else. That's good.
And what it does is, hear me, y'all, what it does is it takes good, godly, kingdom building people and it distracts us from the real kingdom mission. Lexi?
Yeah.
Lexi? Lexi? What? Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
Lexi, what? I wasn't mad about Lexi. I forgot she was out there. I forgot.
Can we be real though? We didn't
never
even
heard
know
of
who she
Lexi.
was.
I know.
We were like, who is this?
Yeah. Who is this?
Yeah, I said, dang, I'm still outside. I don't know that woman.
All right, man. Bam! Let's go to commercial. I need you to do me a favor. I'm trying to get rich and famous. Trying to get rich. Do me a favor. Leave a review. If this is your favorite podcast, which I know it is. I need you to go. It's at the bottom there, somewhere around the left or right, and leave a review. I don't care if it's good, bad. I don't care if it's negative. Say something, please. Then, so you can always be notified that I am live, press the subscribe button now. We're trying to make money out here so we can continue to give you some great content. I love you so much, and I know you love me too. Press the subscribe button. Let's make some money. I need you to do me a favor. I'm trying to get rich and famous. Trying to get rich. Do me a favor. Leave a review. If this is your favorite podcast, which I know it is. I know it is. I need you to go. It's at the bottom there, somewhere around the left or right, and leave a review. I don't care if it's good, bad. I don't care if it's negative. Say something, please. Then, so you can always be notified that I am live, press the subscribe button now. We're trying to make money out here so we can continue to give you some great content. I love you so much, and I know you love me too. Press the subscribe button. Let's make some money. Subscribe button. We're talking about mental health and mental illness, y'all. We're making bringing awareness to this particular topic. It is a very important topic that I believe, pay attention, you all, because of the lack of knowledge. A lot of people have suffered. And then we have some misnomers, if you will, about mental health and mental illness and counseling and therapy. And we want to clear those things up, y'all. And I have one of my favorite persons in the entire United world with us today, y'all, currently in her PhD she's just getting smarter and smarter and smarter for the world. Y'all, I love this person. And she is the head counselor at our particular, at Made for Bigger, our nonprofit organization here at Encounter Church Atlanta, y'all. Y'all show your love, y'all, for future Dr. Erlencia Mumphrey, y'all. Show your love. Girl, what's up? Welcome to Bandwidth.
This is amazing.
So hold on, I've never had you on the show before.
Never.
And how long have we been on Bandwidth, y'all? 2 years or 3? Going into 3. You've never been on here, and it's your first time. How you feel?
It doesn't feel real right now.
It is, man. This is real. This is real.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. Thank you for coming, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
Because I know you're busy. You have clients and you have business to do, and you lead worship. Why you didn't tell me about how who came to rehearsal? You didn't tell me how it was.
It was phenomenal.
You think he can come?
Todd.
J Todd, yeah. Shouts out to J Todd, man. It's crazy. Look, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. All right. I want y'all to. How much time do you have? Because I don't want to waste your time on this. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna just knock it out in 30. I want to ask this question. Well, first, I want to open up by saying this. Where I'm from, and I think it's Black culture. Growing up, you would hear, I think, African American people say things like, they're not going to not a shrink. All right. And anything. So this is very new. Mental health and specifically mental health is a very new. Everybody's saying it now. People are very comfortable with it. Oh, and my therapist. 20 years ago, you never heard Black people say things like that. And so I want this conversation to clear up some things especially for men. I wanted to clear up some things for the African American community, and I wanted to clear up some things for men, because I believe that a lot of men are suffering internally. A lot of people are. And so I really just wanted you to just help us understand what mental health is, what signs of it, and clearing up some of the rumors about this subject. So I want to ask you this question. What made you move into the field of mental illness, mental health?
So I started out as a music major. Well, really, I started out as a science major.
Okay.
I wanted to become an OBGYN.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be in the medical field.
What's it? OBMIT?
They deliver the babies.
Okay, gotcha. OBMIT is elemental P.
OBG.
What is that?
Okay.
And I'm a real black person, so I was about to yeah. But I just like to humble myself. Hey, what's the MLK? All right. So tell what it is.
I wanted to be that type of doctor, a medical doctor. But once I got into those courses, it said otherwise. And so I went to, my next thing that I enjoyed doing, which was music.
Music, okay.
And so I studied music. I did the basics. I did theory. I did vocal classes, all of those things. And I was approaching graduation, and I still had not decided where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. I knew I did not want to be a teacher. Everyone was saying, go and teach, go and teach.
Yep.
I didn't want to teach. But my mom at the time, she went out, she researched, and she stumbled upon music therapy.
Okay.
And I had this overwhelming joy of, oh my God, I could do therapy. I could still practice in the medical field, and I can do music. That's amazing. And so I ended up taking up music therapy. So I did my 4 years there. I did my internship. I did my studies in Milledgeville at Georgia College and State, and then I moved to Tallahassee to do my internship. I was able to practice with my internship at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. So at the hospital, you see everything, not just the psych ward, but you see emergency room, you see the NICU, all of those things. So I got to experience those hands-on experiences. And so that started the journey of where I wanted to end up. And so after that, I graduated, I did my internship. I went into Florida State University as a financial aid supervisor, but I still continued to practice music therapy. In that, I started practicing with geriatrics, specifically with dementia.
So hold on, go back. What's gymnastics?
Geriatrics. Your senior citizens, your older group.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. So 60 and older. Yes, sir. So I was at a memory care rehab center. I was able to just explore every area. It wasn't a focused area for me to narrow down exactly what I wanted to do. So after that, I moved to Atlanta. And that's where I said, okay, this is what I want to do. And that's when I stumbled on mental health.
All right, so hold on, go back. You said music therapy.
Yes.
All right, what is music therapy?
Yes, sir. So in short, music therapy is a therapeutic tool that we use. We use music to help you cope with your new norm. So if you're suffering with any type of mental illness, even all the way down to if you were in a car accident, you fractured a limb, or you suffered a brain injury, we would use music to help you gain that mobility back. Yes,
Gotcha.
and I've seen and witnessed this as a miracle. Music is a healing tool. I've seen it with my own eyes, as well as searched it out, researched it, and studied it.
So you would be in hospitals using music to help people recover.
Yes, they could be in a coma. They could have just experienced hip surgery, knee surgery. I worked with the NICU. Oh, that was a beautiful thing. A lot of the babies didn't have family support. And so we would go in with our guitar. We would go in and do different type of motor exercises with them. It was beautiful, but we would always use music to help them.
So when you talk about entering into the mental health field, what are some of the things that you've seen? I think, and I'm asking this for a reason. Have you seen celebrities, famous people be in these situations,
Yes,
in the mental, in the institutions, et cetera? Tell us
Yes,
about
sir.
that.
I didn't start experiencing that until I moved to Atlanta, or that I know of. I'll say that. I didn't see anyone when I was working in Tallahassee, but here I did experience a lot of, or come in contact with a lot of people that were celebrities, and we treated them like people. They're human.
So the reason I ask that question is because I think sometimes when people are suffering, they don't feel normal, or they feel like they're the only ones that are struggling with these things. Is that true?
No, it's a misconception. It can happen to anybody. 1 in 5 people, so everybody that's in this room, at least one person is suffering with a mental health issue or a mental illness, according to studies. And so we can't narrow it down to, oh, I'm ashamed to say I'm suffering with this, when there are countless things going on in the world. For instance, we just experienced 2 hurricanes back to back.
Yes.
Think about how that plays on someone's mind, where you don't know if you're going to survive that hurricane.
That's right.
And if you survived it, think about all the things that you experienced during that hurricane. I was looking at some of the footage. Some people were flooded. They were actually flooded out of their home while they were in their home. Some people didn't have a home to go to. You're homeless people. Some people had to live in their car. So different things, that plays a mental part on your mind.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's time to mature now. It's time to get educated about what is mental health and what it actually affects. Mental health affects your psychological, your emotions, and it affects your social well-being. All of that makes up your body.
Yeah.
All of that makes up your mind. All of that makes up your day-to-day activities.
Okay.
And so if you're dumbing it down to say, oh, I'm fine, it's not a weakness of mine. No, it is. It's for everyone. You have family issues. You have people that have went through divorce. You have people that are grieving. You have people that have lost jobs. All of those things are considered mental health issues.
Let me ask you, I don't mean to make this a therapy session, but I do want to ask you this question. So I was a police officer for 4 years, and I remember, and I've shared this with you before, but I remember when I worked downtown Atlanta, I remember waking up every day going to work, but cleaning my house spotless before I went to shift, because I wanted the house to be clean just in case I got killed that day.
Yeah.
And so if I got killed, people would come to the house, A, B, C, and D. I didn't want people to see any type of, whatever. So I wanted to represent well. This was every day. I don't think there was a time where during those short 3.5, 4 years of being a police officer, I don't think there was a day that I didn't think about death. On top of, we have this app as police officers where we get notified of every police officer in the country that's killed or that dies for whatever reason. And so it plays on your mind while you are in your patrol vehicle in the middle of the night, and you get a notification of someone in San Diego that was just killed. And this is what I would do. I would see how old they were. Yeah. And to find out that they were my age or a few years older or a few years younger, it just had a weight on my mind. My question is, what would you classify that as? Would you classify that as trauma? Would you classify that as normal? To think about death and to prepare for death every day when you leave the house, what would you classify that as?
Okay, so before I answer, I want everyone to know that I am not a professional mental health counselor that is diagnosing you right now. Okay. I am not. But
so hold on, what are you?
Yes, sir. I am a professional counselor. I have my master's in human services and counseling with an emphasis in crisis and response and trauma.
Okay.
And
so when you say you're not a professional, so what's the difference between what you do and someone that can diagnose?
Yes, sir. I can't diagnose you.
Okay, so you have to. You can only counsel me.
Yes, and I can refer.
You can refer me.
Yes,
all right. So, but just use my story, my reality. Tell me what's going on there.
Yes, sir. Or a psychologist. I do want to say that.
Okay.
I would say you were living out of triggers, because you saw a lot, you witnessed a lot, you were in the moment a lot with those different activities and recurring events. Your mind started to save those things. One of the things that I learned, I was watching this documentary called Human Mind or Human Body, the human mind within. But it talks about the brain and how the brain functions, how it responds, your body, and all of those things. One of the things that really stuck out to me is how your body automatically creates new neurological pathways every time you experience or see something different. And so what you saw, your mind coded to your brain, and then it created a pathway. So now every time you see that reoccurring event, you're triggered in a bad way. So you're seeing that in a negative way, like, okay, so if that person died, it could happen to me.
Yeah.
And so you started physically preparing
Living
for
out
your
of that.
death.
Yes.
Yeah. But it was a trigger for you.
So how do I come out of that? I'm no longer a police officer, but am I fixed from that? Am I healed from that? How do I know that I'm better? How do I know that, okay, that part, is that over for me because I'm no longer a police officer, or is it still there because I have not gone through certain therapies, etc.?
Yes, sir. I would say it's probably still there. I was in class in my master's, and we were talking about being raised, and one of the ladies shared that she had been molested. And she said that she had forgotten about it, but it did not bother her until she had her child. The fear did not arise in her. The anxiety did not arise in her until she had her child. And so I'm saying that to say you may not experience it now, but
Somewhere along the
line, you're going to be reminded, because
Okay.
your mind has already photographed what happened, that experience, that event that you went through. And if you don't receive the proper counseling or the proper therapy, you will experience
So I've swept it under the rug. I've not been a police officer for, I think, 5 years. A couple of months ago, it was 5 years, full-time ministry, not been a police officer, ABCND. 5 years from the time I stopped being a police officer, I went into full-time ministry, and I was just boots to the ground, grinding. So I think for 5 years straight, I've been busy.
Yeah.
So what would you suggest to me to do to be healthy in the future, just in case something does trigger?
The first thing I would say is seek counsel. Okay. You really do need to seek counseling. You need to seek therapy. And there's a difference between counsel and therapy. So counsel is short term. Usually you'll find people going to counsel for guidance, wisdom, strategies on how to handle a current circumstance or current situation. But therapy really takes you through those chronological orders.
Yeah.
So starting from when you were a child, working its way up to your current age. And then you have to think about this. People don't think about, they want a quick fix. I want to be better now. I want to be healed now. I want to be, feeling good now, thinking positively now. But think about how long you've been in that state. You may have been in that state for 30 years and you're 50 years old. So it's going to take time. I'm not going to be healed in a year.
That's right.
I'm not going to be thinking positive thoughts in 2 years. I may have started the journey or the process, but it's going to take time to really break down, those things that you deal with and suffer with.
What are some of the, in your professional opinion, what is the biggest cause of mental health issues or mental illness going on right now?
The biggest cause?
The biggest cause of it.
Okay. So right now, I think social media is number one, because social media has everything available to you. Whatever you want is there. The internet, Google, it's there. Different hubs, they're there for you, access. And so I think that is why, going back to what you said earlier, I think that's why we're hearing a lot about mental health.
Gotcha.
You're hearing anxiety, you're hearing depression, you're hearing, just all of these other things that people are dealing with, because I have it in my hand and it's accessible.
Is it an overload of, now I think we talk about it a lot in our context, but social media is a lot of information, a lot of, I can see what I don't have every day. Does social media open up comparison, and does
Absolutely. Yes, comparison, competition, addictions. It promotes substance abuse. It promotes domestic violence. Just different things that you see on social media. What I've encouraged and what I have to do for myself, I'm just be honest, is I have to take frequent breaks from social media because it will drive you into a hole if you're not careful. And then what you don't think about in the moment is, what does their life really look like on the other side?
So hold on, Doc. So hold on, go back. I can look at social media and move into depression and not know it's because of social media.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're looking at marriage clips all the time and you're not married, you're single, you're going to want to be married, and then you're going to send yourself into that state. You can look at people working out, different body composition.
Yeah.
You look at all of those things, and you look at yourself. You look at your goal.
Doc, I need to talk to you, man,
depression.
after the show, man. I need to talk to you, dog, after the show. What you doing? I pay you.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I do. I think it promotes that. It promotes that, and it can sneak up on you. It can sneak up quickly on you if you're not careful. So taking breaks periodically, stepping away from those things, and then knowing who you are as well. The Bible talks about examining yourself. Don't examine yourself out of the filter of other people. Examine yourself. What are your strategies? What do you have set in place? What are your goals? And that's what you work towards.
What is the most prevalent? What's the most prevalent mental health challenge people are having today?
I believe what Made for Bigger offers: grief, anxiety, depression, traumatic events. Because again, going back to what I said earlier, as we get older, certain things come back to our minds. And so what I experienced at 10 years old, I may not have remembered in my 20s and my 30s, but in my 40s, I'm acting out of what I experienced as a child now in my 40s and my 50s. And
So something can sit in your
yeah.
and then as you age.
As you age, it starts to manifest.
Now I want to ask you a hard question, and I hope you're okay with this question.
So.
You are a pastor, but you're also a counselor.
Yes, sir.
Is mental health in the church?
Yeah. What?
So hold on now. Hold on now. But Jesus is in the church.
Jesus
though.
is in the church.
Christians.
Yes.
Holy
Yes,
Ghost.
Yes.
Revival.
Yes. But we also have fleshly people that we are working and pursuing to bind our minds to Christ. And so in that, it's a challenge, with day-to-day routines and day-to-day living. And so I see a lot of, and I'm not diagnosing anybody, but I see a lot of people that go through mood changes. I see a lot of people go through signs of bipolar. You see a lot of people go through signs of anxiety, severe anxiety, worry. You see a lot of people go through depression.
Wait, hold on. When you say you see, you're talking about as a pastor you see.
As a pastor, you
All right,
see.
now hold on.
Okay.
When as a pastor serving God's people, have you thought to yourself, it's not laying of hands this person needs, it's therapy this person
Yes, and medicine.
and medicine.
And medicine. You Yes.
So you
Medicine
mean to tell me
therapy.
in the church, we do altar calls, and in the charismatic expression, we just lay hands on people and we do, we believe by faith that God will heal, and we know he's a healer. But you're saying to me that as a professional and as a spirit-filled
Yes, sir.
woman of God who serves in the role of pastor, you have prayed for people, laid hands on people, but simultaneously thought this won't work. You need medicine and therapy.
You need that in addition
In
to.
addition
Yes,
to,
sir.
but this isolated activity coming
You
to the
can't just
altar,
depend on
it won't.
that. No, sir.
So it is. So with that, is it faithlessness to come to the altar and then go to the doctor and say, "Hey, this is what's going on," and allow that doctor to give me medicine or some type of
I think
therapy?
it's wisdom.
Is wisdom.
I think that's wisdom.
It's not lack of faith.
It's not lack of faith. It's wisdom. And with that therapy, with that medication therapy, you can see how long you need to be on it. Some people, they don't spend the rest of their lives on that medication, but you need to start somewhere. You need assistance. You don't need to just depend. God gave us these things for a reason. He gave us the doctors. He gave us the medication. And so I think for a season, you do need to walk with that medication and the Holy Spirit.
And it's not, if I'm sitting in service and the person that's up saying we healing, deliverance, so forth, I shouldn't be ashamed that I'm getting my healing from both faith and medicine and therapy.
No, sir.
I shouldn't be ashamed
No,
of that.
sir. No, sir.
That actually means that God is healing.
Yes, God is healing. God is healing. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Because if we don't, Pastor, I'm gonna be honest, we will see a lot of some of these experiences, traumatic experiences we've seen where we have shootings in the church. You have irate people that come into church. You have abusive people, and a lot of people that are spirit filled, they lean a lot on spirituality, but we have to be realistic.
Okay.
Medication helps.
Medication helps.
It helps.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
How do I, if I'm on medication now, how do I know when it's time to get off of it? How do I know that I can live a normal life without it? I think as a pastor, I see people kind of navigating between, I'm trying to get off it, I'm getting off it, I'm off it now, and so forth. And I do not play around with that. Mm-hmm. I don't try to, I don't try to be a therapist. Mm-hmm. So I push people to do what your doctor says do, right? But how do I know when I can live a normal life without the medicine?
That's the same thing for me, Pastor. I still push, hey, consult with your doctor.
Okay.
Walk that timeline with your doctor. In addition to your therapist. Your therapist will send evaluations over to your doctor. Everybody will be on your treatment plan.
Gotcha.
And so, when that time comes, they can evaluate and say, hey, yes, you're doing well here. Let's cut back from your medication.
Okay.
But consult with your doctor and your therapist first.
What do you say to the person that's still hesitant, even through this conversation, they're still hesitant about going to therapy, sitting down and talking to someone? What would you say to them?
So therapy, again, is always, but what do you really need? What are people around you saying about you? What is your response every day? How do you view yourself? What do you believe in? And with that, I would direct them to, consider talking to someone one time. Again, like I mentioned earlier, counsel is short term. So you can easily go and seek a counselor short term. And if you don't like it, okay.
All right.
Y'all establish some things and you say, okay, I can work on this on my own. But if you get in that counsel session and you start to unfold different things and you see, oh yeah, this is why, I would suggest you go and continue that long-term therapy session.
Now with that, I want to go back to something. Then I want to move into this next question. But you talked about grief. Grief is not just the experiencing the death of a person. grief can be several ways. Could you talk to us about grief?
Yes, sir. So grief is just a loss of something.
Loss of
It's
something.
loss of something. We're gonna shorten it there. So if you lost a job, you lost a relationship, you were in a relationship, you broke up with that person, divorce could be considered as grief.
So divorce can be considered as
Yes.
grief.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
keep
yes,
going.
yes. Because you've gotten used to that environment, that person, that partner, and so that can be considered grief. Different losses. Some people grieve losing their pet, their animal.
I just did.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing.
Chris just did. We just lost the same pet.
Right.
We
And Deacon Dez.
That's right.
Yeah.
But y'all kind of.
It's
All right,
okay.
never mind. All right.
She need to counsel.
Y'all
Because she's
just kind of did something.
it's all right. But yes, sir. So those are some of the dynamics to grief.
And does grief have so if I walked up to you and said, you should be over it by now.
Ooh, somebody told me that.
Somebody told you that?
Yes, somebody told me that, and someone told me, "Oh, you'll get over it." Someone told me that right after my dad died.
So your dad passed and someone said, you'll get over it or you should be over it by now.
Yes.
Can you tell us what not to say during those times?
Don't say that. Don't say. Okay. Don't say that. Don't ever say that. No, because grief is a process, and it's a big ball that never deflates. You're gonna always bargain. You're gonna always feel alone. You're gonna always feel guilty. You're gonna always feel like it's your fault. You're gonna always feel like I should have said something. You're gonna always have those feelings and emotions. So don't ever say you should be over it by now, because we're gonna go through different waves. You're going to go through different waves. Don't ever say, "Ooh." A lot of people said this one. How close were you with your dad?
As if that matters.
As if number one, if it mattered, and that's my daddy. It doesn't matter. That was my dad.
So if you were not close, let's say let's say a parent didn't raise you at all and they end up passing. Just because you say, hey, we didn't have a relationship and they didn't raise me, does not mean that person won't grieve.
Exactly, because they may be grieving the fact that they didn't have a relationship
Got
with
you.
them, and so what are they going to do? Sit there and explain? Well, we never had a relationship. This is why. Now, if they feel open to, some people do that, but don't say that to a person that's grieving.
When we talk about the subject of mental health, how does it affect relationships? Significant other, your spouse, family, friends, because I think we can, what I'm finding out is people are stubborn to the place that they are suffering, but they will infect, because they won't go and get help, they will infect the people closest to them. How can it affect your relationships?
Severely. It can. That person or those people become victims of your problems, all because you won't open up, or you won't share, or you won't let them in. And so, that's where you see your divorce, because people, they're not communicating. So there's lack of communication there. You see separation between family members because they're not open, with sons and fathers, or daughters and mothers. You see that separation there. You even see it with boyfriend and girlfriends, or item couples, where the male always holds things in, but the female, we're going to talk about everything that we're dealing with. And so it just creates this wall that between you and that person or those victims.
Can my children grow up having been affected by my mental health issues?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Victims.
They become victims.
And that's why it's important for, if you see those issues or reoccurring events in your family, that's why it's important to get counsel. That's why it's important to do therapy, because once you're exposed to that was dysfunctional, you need to hurry up and get the help that you need, because you'll start acting out of, if you're not already,
Right.
acting out of what you grew up in.
All right, last question. I'm gonna let you go. Let's talk about mental health issues that come from your job. How do you know that you're experiencing mental health issues from your place of employment?
Yeah, if you're stressed all the time, tired, fatigued, anxiety, you cannot work. I'm sorry, you cannot relax. You're always working, workaholic. If you can't walk away from your phone, you can't step away from work at any point, that's a problem. You're stressed. If you are with, stressors, let's say there, stressors. It's a lot of stress in the work environment. That's how you know that you're dealing.
And so can supervisors contribute to your?
Yes, thank you. Okay, so coworkers, supervisors, managers, all of those things. If you feel micromanaged, that can, promote stress. If you feel as if someone is always hovering over you, every mistake that you made, that can create stress.
So if I am always, so what's the, all right. So if it's my job and my supervisor is micromanaging me and I have deadlines and they're always pushing me, that's a part of the job. How do I confront the supervisor, or do I change my approach to my job?
That's a great question, because someone actually asked me that question. One of the things that I encouraged them to do was to sit down with their manager or their supervisor, find out what it is that they're actually looking for, so that they don't feel as if they're being micromanaged with every single project. During those projects or during those times, report back to that manager, report back to that supervisor with the things that you've worked on, so that it won't create anxiety for you. Every single thing that you do or every single project that you complete, if they're sending it back to you, work on those mistakes so that they don't continue to send those things back to you. And eventually you'll see that they trust you enough to do the work.
Okay, so what's my responsibility as a person? So I have this job working 60 hours a week. It's demanding. Am I allowed, and I want you to teach me how to do this, am I allowed to take a personal day?
Please do.
Okay.
Please, somebody had to tell me that. Honor the systems that are in place. If they've given you 12 off days for the year, take advantage of those off days. No one should be working every single day. Take your holidays, take your birthdays, take other people's birthdays if you have that time, but do find time to step away from that work.
And when I step away, because I think people take days.
Don't work.
What do you do when you step away?
Do not work. Don't do anything that's related to your work, your everyday work. Now, if you have a side business and you choose to work on, those different things to build your company,
Because you probably enjoy that.
right?
Okay.
Then do that, but don't take work home, or don't take work on vacation. Don't take work into places when you've decided to step away.
As a pastor, everything is 24/7.
24/7.
What do you suggest if there's a pastor listening? Does a pastor need to apply? Because this is the Lord's work.
Yes, sir.
Does a pastor still need to abide by what you just said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I've seen it work. Taking that sabbatical, taking that time, it gives you time to decompress.
Yep.
And to really find clarity. And I've seen that. I've seen it with you. I've seen you come back. Yes, sir. I've seen you come back refreshed. I've seen you come back rejuvenated. I've seen you come back restored. And so I think just across the board for everyone, it's important to rest, recover, so that you can come back stronger than how you left.
How can we find you? How do we book appointments with you? Tell us where to find you.
Yes, sir. So to book a session with me, you can text SAFEPLACE at 94000, and my booking site will pop up. And you can find me on Instagram with Len, LEN _ session, one word, NINSESSION, in session. And you can find me on Facebook, Erlencia Mumphrey.
Can you tell us how much you charge? I need Black folk want to know. Yeah, Black folk want to know how much you charge. How much you charge for a
So
session?
currently, Made for Bigger is not accepting insurance, so we have a flat rate. So for Encounter members, $75 flat rate. For individual session, it's only 50 minutes, and for a group session, it will be $125. If you're a non-member, it'll be $100 for. And y'all, these prices
that's
are great.
good. That's a good price.
These
That's
prices are great. So $100 for non-members, and then if you want to do a group session, 3 or more, it'll be $150.
Lynn, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Pastor, for having me.
I'm proud of you, and you're just phenomenal.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, welcome to Band.